So I can't stand office lights. Let me make that make sense. I just came back from the office and man, I cannot stand the low fluorescent lighting that is in the office space. It makes me tired. It makes me dreary. Y'all ever go to work and you've had a good night of sleep? Like last night, I had a really good night of sleep. I woke up feeling energized, and then I stepped into my office at around 7 a.m. and almost instantly I became sleepy. And I was thinking to myself, like, how can I be tired already? The day is barely getting started. I got roughly about 8.5 to 9 hours of sleep. The conditions in the office, it's cold. It's dark, but also bright somehow with the standard fluorescent lights in the ceiling. There's no windows around me. It's just really drab, really humdrum. There's barely anybody there. Returned to the office, but doing the same thing I would be doing if I was sitting at home in my home office. Really just working on things that don't really matter to me. And it started to click in my mind that the reason why I'm probably tired, outside of the fact that I've probably lost the passion for what I do, specifically within the context of where I do it, is that what I'm doing just isn't interesting enough to keep me up, to get me to feel alive, to get me to feel like I'm growing mentally, or even skill wise, like technically, right? Because last night I worked on videos and I was experimenting. I don't know if anybody watched my video from yesterday. It was a prayer for California and praying for those people out there. I hope, that situation gets resolved. But I was working on a video last night, that video, experimenting with different techniques in Adobe Premiere, specifically masking and overlaying other clips onto my clip of me talking. Also experimenting with different techniques in Photoshop, using generative fill for the background of my thumbnail. Just playing with different compositing techniques. And not one time during that whole process did I get tired. If anything, I was locked in, right? I study code. That's going to be one of the things I do on either this channel or my next channel, which is in the works. But every time I pick up my laptop or I sit down on my PC to code and to learn that skill, I never grow weary. I never grow tired. And it just indicates to me that my time is not being spent in the best possible way. And your time probably isn't being spent in the best possible way. But a lot of times we are handcuffed to our current situation. And I've come to realize that as much as we want to move into that other part of our lives, the thing that energizes us, the reality is sometimes you got to do what you got to do today just to maintain and just to get by, which is probably having that 9-to-5 job. And so my encouragement is to find opportunities outside of the job, be it after you clock out, be it during lunch, be it during your breaks, to explore those things that really wake you up. So if you go to work and you don't feel passionate about what you do, or if you get tired when you first walk in, don't beat yourself up for it. It just means you're probably not doing something that you feel is worth your time. And I also want to set the right expectation. I'm not saying having a job is a bad thing, but I feel like there's two paths in life. And one is to, actually, I'm not even going to say it's two paths. I'm going to say it's one path. And that path is that work should feel like play, right? Whatever the job is, if it's a corporate job, find the job that is really in a space that you're passionate about, and not only in a space that you're passionate about, but working on things that are actually interesting to you in some capacity, be it because it's something that you're actually curious about, or it's something that speaks to a higher calling or has a purpose or a mission that is rooted in something that resonates with you at a spiritual level. Like, work should not feel so heavy. It should not feel like work. It should not be boring. If it's something that you got to do for the rest of your life, then it should be something that is fun, in my opinion. Something that makes you feel alive, something that makes you feel like you're growing, something that makes you feel like you're contributing value into the world. And I was also watching an Alex Hermosi video, and there was a quote he had that really resonated with me. And I might be paraphrasing, but it went something like, losers stay losers because they are never willing to lose. But you have to lose before you win. And so the reason why I bring that quote up is because I feel like a lot of times when you've already gone far enough down a path, there's this thing called the sunk cost fallacy, which means you've gone so far down a path that you feel like the investment of time and years means that you can't do something else. It means that this is your path forever. This is something that you have to do forever. But I think if you accept the idea that you can do something else with your spare time, and you're going to probably lose at it, you're going to probably be pretty bad at it for a significant amount of time. If you stick with it and you keep losing and losing and losing at that thing, you'll eventually win if it's something that you really want. The universe will open itself up in a way that will allow you to truly and fully lean into the thing that you aspire to be. You don't have to stay with what you're doing just because you've done it. You can pivot and do something else, but you have to embrace the idea, just based off what I hear from people like Hermosi, you got to embrace the idea that it's going to take time and you're not going to be great at it at first. Hell, I make these videos. I got 27 subscribers, and I'm blessed for all 27 of y'all, whether y'all repeat watch or not. I'm grateful to see that number go up. I'm grateful to see the views I get, be it 8 views, be it 80 views. I am grateful because I know right now what I'm doing is investing into my future, right? I have to make these videos in order to get better. If I want to actually do YouTube, I have to move through this phase of my life so I can get better at filming. I can get better at editing. I can hit the algorithm and have my moment to shine. And when that moment comes, be prepared to take it to the next level. Have my voice established, have my platform established in a way that allows people to connect with what I've done, but also stay engaged with what I'm going to do and where I'm going to take it. Right? Don't feel bad for being tired at your job. If you just woke up, it just means rather than be tired, you need to get inspired and light that fire that's within you to go forward and rewire your brain so you don't have to do what you do today until you retire. Bars. Anywho, that's all I got, man. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the video. Hopefully y'all are taking care of yourselves. Hopefully you are well. I love y'all. Stay up. And in the meantime, be blessed. That's all I got. Holla at y'all in the next one. Peace out. Also, I just got out the car, but I got back in because I needed to film a follow-up piece to this. And it's really just because I know I need to get better at engagement on the platform, on YouTube. I've been experimenting with a lot of different things, but I want to experiment with this piece. And that really is to pose a question. What is it that you do today that leaves you tired in the morning? And what is it that you really want to do? And how are you going to get there? What steps are you going to take to achieve the goal and dream that actually lives within your heart and your spirit? Feel free to comment down below. My name is Christian. I am a UX director, user experience director. If you don't know what that is, feel free to look it up. If you have any questions or anything that you would like me to talk about on this channel, please feel free to message me, leave a comment, whatever. I'm here for it. I'm here for all of it. I want to grow. I want us all to grow. I want us all to do something better in this life together. Anywho, once again, I love y'all. See y'all in the next one.